this is a world of Thai. Welcome and be a member. And if you want to be involved in any way, just let us know. So these are the two philosophies Thai is built upon. First is the mentoring by successful, accomplished entrepreneurs. And then second thing is provide them angel investment if they require. It has been now 20 years. They have 61 chapters all over the world. They have 29 chapters right here in the United States. And then they have 25,000 members. They all are accomplished entrepreneurs. They have 2,500 charter members. They have two memberships. The charter members are basically people who are accomplished entrepreneurs and investors. So when you grow your company, make it big, sell it, accumulate wealth, then what do? You start mentoring other businesses, and then you start associating yourself with them, and then at some point when they need some money or funding, guess what? They come to you, right? They look at you as the first person to talk about. So that's how this organization has grown so big. 2 weeks ago, we did the launch of Thai Tampa Bay chapter here. The goal of Thai Tampa Bay chapter was, this is 58th chapter. They have 3 more chapters coming. One is in Hong Kong, one is in Brussels, and one is in China. The goal of Thai Tampa Bay chapter was, we realized it took me and Bruce, we have been working together for the last 8 months, because after a certain stage when your organization grows big, there are a lot of governance rules, bureaucracy, and all of that happened in Thai global as well. We had to take a lot of approvals. So they took almost 8 months. We created certain reports. We, of course, met few hundred entrepreneurs in this area in the last 8 months. I used to go in every event, used to talk to the entrepreneurs, try to understand where they are, what kind of problems they are facing, what is that Tampa is missing, and what is the missing link, try to identify different things. Met almost every volunteer who is heading a lot of other NGOs and NPOs here. So we came up with a plan. There are the 2 things which is really required as far as the Tampa is concerned. The first thing is Tampa is so far east that we are totally missing the link from Silicon Valley. Atlanta is the closest city where there are certain tech companies which are very successful, or there it's a little bit traction over there from the investment perspective. There are some investment companies, but it is again 8 hours from here, and they have enough right there in Atlanta itself that they don't want to come here. Chicago, Boston, New York, Washington, D.C., those are the areas, those companies, we got the feedback, they don't want to manage companies in Tampa. The only reason, because it is too far, and it requires a lot of effort, manpower, and resources to manage the companies who are from Tampa. You want us to continue here, or because it was supposed to be SEO or there was some confusion here?
Is this, I don't know, is this the one you were scheduled for?
Right, 1:15.
Okay, and you were talking about Thai, right?
Right.
Okay.
You're good? Okay.
Yeah, somebody thought that you were talking about something else, so, but I figured you'd be talking about Thai as well, so I'm like, okay.
Am I? I mean, I don't know if we are interpreting. No, there was a confusion in this room. Half of the audience came here for SEO.
Okay.
And half of the audience was thinking that it is for Thai.
Okay.
So
but everyone here now is thinking
it's for Thai.
Great. Awesome. I'm just going to make sure problems go away.
You are the right.
Thank you so much.
I understood that.
You coming and
No.
talking about Thai.
Thank you. So this is what the 2 findings we found while we were doing our research, and then a couple of other things which Bruce found. You want to talk about that, what we found during our research? And then, so I went back to Thai officials, and we had numerous meetings, and I said, how can we overcome? See, a lot of people come, they just talk and leave. So I said, we don't want an organization like that. We want to spend our time on a quality thing where we can definitely do something and give back. So they said, okay, let's do 2 things. Let's bring the best speakers in terms of those speakers should have some kind of success associated with them. So in our launch event, we brought 2 speakers. The first guy is Dr. K. Patel, who is the founder of WellCare, very successful, accomplished guy. He's now he bought Freedom Healthcare, and it's going to be another. So he built $3 billion companies. So he was our first speaker in our launch. And then the second speaker was Ashok Rao, who came from Silicon Valley, who has made 4 Hollywood movies, who has built 5 companies, and his latest company is named Houdini. Was already in 2 years, he made $400 million company. So those are the people we want to bring right in Tampa to educate the professional world. So that's one difference we want to do, because TIE has 61 chapters, global network, so it is very, very well connected and world's largest entrepreneurs network. The second thing we want to do is we want to create some kind of pool of funds, and we are working on it seriously with our charter membership. If we can create a fund here to where that fund we can utilize that fund for helping startup companies. That would be a great help. So we are working on towards that direction, and we are having our charter members only meeting. And in those meetings, what we do is we invite people who are like small startups and who are looking for funding. They come and they do pitching. So like I'm talking to you, similarly we'll give a chance for someone who has started an idea, and he exactly knows what he has to do, or he has some kind of support, but he is looking for $50,000, $100,000 startup funding, which can take his company to the next level. So we are inviting those people, and there is a global competition of TIE, which is called TIE Pitch Fest. So people who go to TIE Pitch Fest competition, like I'll give you an example, the guy who was selected last year got $10.43 million funding in Canada. So every year TIE has a Pitch Fest competition, and people like top 3 companies who they get a free tickets to go to Silicon Valley, they get free booth over there, and then when they come like in first top 3 companies, of course they get recognized there and they get funding. So then TIE Pitch Fest is one of the programs which they do it at a grand scale. They have another program called TYE, TIE Program for Youth. The TIE Program for Youth, what they do is, let's say if I have my own business, I have a boardroom, I have 30 employees here, but I am ready to invest 1 hour a week with youth, sharing my experience, sharing my business experience, giving them ideas what they can do, help them out. So that TYE program is a program which is built by those successful entrepreneurs to teach these youth out of the box thinking, out of the college experience. So they go, they meet in the boardrooms, they talk to the CEOs, they meet with CEOs, they talk to the directors, they talk to CTOs. So they get that kind of environment right from the beginning. High school student, this program is developed right for the high school students who wants to start their own business. So this is another program. Then we have a couple of more programs, and I would have Bruce talk about those. But basically, this is what the organization goals are in Tampa Bay area. We have 2 memberships. One is a charter membership. Of course, charter membership is only for the people who are successful entrepreneurs and they want to give back to the society. The cost is $1,000 a year. A general membership is available to any entrepreneur who wants to come and be a part of TIE. We want to do 12 events in a year. So we have 3 events coming for next 3 months. One is on November 30th. So we have then another event on November 8th. Oh, January 8th. So January 8th, we have like a speaker who is coming from Pennsylvania. His name is Jeff Top. He talks about creativity and entrepreneurship. His recent book is there on Amazon, and the concept he has given is a very different. His title is Coloring Outside the Lines. And what it means is basically think outside the box. And he's a phenomenal guy. I have attended his several seminars. I have his CD all the time in my car. I have listened it 100 times. Such a powerful speaker. He speaks about how you can use creativity in your business, in your personal life, and you can make and grow your business big. So those kind of people will come and talk to you more often. We have a student membership, which is just $50, so anyone who wants to be a student membership, they can take a student membership. We do not aim to make money out of our membership. We all are volunteers. We have our own businesses. We do not have a paid staff yet. We do not have any kind of overheads as far as the expenses are concerned. I run that office from my office. Bruce works from his home. We have 15 board members. They all are accomplished people. They attend our monthly meetings. So like our charter member meeting, there would be 10, 12 investors sitting there, and person would be pitching to the right kind of person. So it's not like an open floor where out of 100, 80% people are like, general audience, and the guy just speaking about his business. So whatever we are trying to do is, after doing a lot of intense research, what has been missing and what we can do. So we believe that it's going to be a game changer in next few months or years, and it will definitely try to shape up the entrepreneurship in this area. If you have any questions, I can take it.
How many startups are selected to pitch?
Well, Pitch Fest, this is how we do it. We do our own Pitch Fest at every chapter level. So once you're selected at the chapter level, then you get a chance to compete in Silicon Valley. You go to Silicon Valley, then there are 61 chapters, people come, so there would be 61 competents there. Once you get selected there, but even if you don't get selected there, you get some kind of reward. But even if you don't get selected there, what happens? Our annual TICON in Silicon Valley, there are, like last year I was there were 6,000 entrepreneurs all over the world. And out of 6,000, there were 2,000 people from Silicon Valley itself. They all are small startup incubators or some kind of mentoring. So you get some kind of help right then and there when you get that kind of exposure. So even if you are not selected on top 3, you get some kind of benefit by going over there, and you get a benefit. We sponsor your trip. You go there, you meet those people, and it's an open floor.
So even if you don't get funding, if you meet the right people,
you meet the right people.
If you don't win, you may still get funding.
You may still get funding because you meet the right people.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. Right. So I understood that point. So that's what basically it is. It's all about networking with the right kind of people, with the right mindset, because it's very important for any entrepreneur. I take it my example. When I came to this country, I didn't have anything. I found my investor and my mentor right here in 2003, and we started a business in 9 years. I've been doing that business. We have clients in 8 states. So it all starts small. I mean, it's all how you do your, and again, I mean, it really depends what kind of people you go meet, whom do you work with, who is your mentor. Sometimes you get 20 mentors, they push you in 20 different directions, and it can be a spoiler. So it really depends what are your goals. Ultimately, yes, you have to make your decision, you have to take your call, but those things help in your decision making. I'll give you an example how this idea works, and that may answer your question. I do billing for doctors. We had a constant problem from the doctors' offices. They miss their charges. Miss their charges means what happens when you go and see the doctor. Doctor diagnoses you for diabetes or something, and they have to use certain codes in order to get the payment from the insurance company. So what happens when you go and see the doctor in the hospital? Doctor, you don't know, he comes from nowhere. He checks you while you were sleeping. He just writes his codes on a piece of paper, goes back to his office, sends that bill to the insurance company, and you get paid. He gets paid. Now what happened? Suppose he doesn't bring that paper to his office, and it remains in his pocket, and it goes in the laundry, it's gone. So you see he lost $200 right then and there. Sometimes that bill runs in $1,000. So I came up with an idea that why don't we have an app and give that app to the doctor on the iPad. Now, what prompted me to think that was a problem which was coming, and that prompted me to think, why don't we have a solution? And why no one has ever thought of this solution? And when I found out from my research, there was no solution at all in the market. So we created our own solution. We created an iPad app, and we give it to the doctors, and we say, hey, you start using it. Now they start using it. It's a free app, but for us, it's like an investment. So even if we charge them $25, $50 a month, a subscription service, just think, if he loses one charge, $200. If he saves him that charge, he's giving me 100%. So that's how this whole, the creativity and idea works. It comes from the problem. Which area, you are absolutely right, which area you are in. So if you have worked in an area where you understood that these are the pain points, list those pain points, and then see how you can help in fixing those pain points.
But this time helps us to find out the correct mentor to solve my problem.
Exactly. So like in our charter membership, we have people coming from real estate, very accomplished, people who owns like chains of hotels. One of our charter members owns Hotel Westin on SR60. Our Dr. K. Patel is from healthcare background, Freedom owner. He's available whenever you want to see him. So we have, like on Thai website, once you become a member, you have the availability of those resources. You can search by domain. You can search by name. We have mentors all over the world, and you can connect them. Their phone numbers are there, cell numbers are there, emails is there, their description is there. So you can connect those people right online. And then we are also coming up with an app, a Thai app, which is called Charter Member Finder. So let's say if you are visiting Silicon Valley and you're a Thai member, you want to meet someone from your industry, okay? You have an app right there, and that person is also connected. You send a message, say, hey, I'm here in the town. Is it possible to meet? He would meet you. So, those kind of things, you have a direct connection to the Silicon Valley. So it's just a matter of how much you can take. I mean, he might be busy. He might say, hey, today is not a good day. But at least you are connected. We have provided you a tool, which is like a direct tool for the connecting to the right kind of people. And it's all free once you become a member. It does not matter you're a $50 member, $100 member, $1,000 member. Everyone can connect anyone on our Thai website. Because as I said, our goal is not to make money out of this organization. It's purely running by volunteers. Of course, wherever they have funds, they are more organized. They have their offices. They have event management. They have event managers. They have other people. Like our Atlanta chapter is very big. They have 650 members, and they have 80 charter members. Our Washington, D.C., they have about, they just crossed more than 100 charter members. It really depends who all are the people behind the group and how it is being fostered and nurtured. If you have 2 or 3 good examples in any city, so even if few of you guys who does your startup and you get a mentoring and you get your funding, your chapter becomes successful. And it's not like the chapter success which defines the success of Thai. It's more like people like anyone else, like myself and anyone else, defines the Thai's success. I mean, you have numerous success stories. One of the stories in India, what happened when Thai started their chapter 12 years ago, just like in these conferences, there was a guy who was speaking, and if you have heard of a website, makemytrip.com, have you heard about it? Makemytrip.com? Make My Trip was very small at that time. It was like 3 people company. It's a traveling website, sells tickets, like air tickets, car rentals, and hotel rentals.
Is that where the companies bid on?
MakeMyTrip.com, yeah.
They bid to get the best price in order to get the customers?
No. It's just like Travelocity and any other Orbitz and same thing. It's just based out of India, but now they have US office as well. So one of the Thai conference, the CEO or the founder of that company was sitting next to another person. And during that Thai event, the next guy agreed to give him $1 million right away on a piece of napkin. So he said, I got my funding on a piece of napkin, So that became a history because now this company is so big. So this is the kind of, that's what, when you say, like when you go to the events like Silicon Valley and TaiCon, you got to meet those kind of people. I mean, it's a very common phenomenon. We got the feedback from here that people who reaches at certain level, why they move to Silicon Valley, because they are constantly in touch with those kind of people. and it gives them accessibility of capital, accessibility of resources, manpower, mentoring, all of those things work. TIE, luckily, because it has 20 years, we have seen, and we have got, luckily, founded in Silicon Valley. We have got a network. We have got, so it just, how, we perform and how you deliver, and then what are the goals and mission, and then it just happens automatically. I mean, there is no secret of sauce about it. There is nothing, there's no science behind it. It's just the commitment of the people. You meet the right kind of people, you get together to the success, and then you grow.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bruce?
2 assumptions. First, you have an interest in entrepreneurship. Am I right or wrong?
Correct.
Okay. Second assumption, you're interested in learning something, gaining more knowledge, having some more experience. Okay, so I'm right on. Good. So we can take it from there. You're interested in about entrepreneurship, you're interested in about learning something. That's what TIE is all about, okay? That's what we're all about. We want you to learn something. If you're entrepreneurially inclined, we want you to be an entrepreneurial. Now, what does that mean? Most people in here have a job, they're looking for a job, or maybe you want to create your own job, okay? You're one of those 3 things. Everyone sitting in this room. To do any one of those 3, you need a portfolio, okay? Some kind of portfolio. Whether it's a website portfolio, or entrepreneur portfolio, or concept portfolio, that's what you need. That's what we can help you with. We can help you develop a portfolio for you, okay? If you're looking for a job, you need to be able to show employers something. We can help you in that area. If you work for a company and you want to stay employed, you need some new ideas. We can help you in that area. If you want to start up your own business and you need some ideas, we can help you in that area. So that's what we can do as an organization, TIETampa.com. We tend to be hands-on. You're not going to meet other people like myself. They're going to talk this direct to you. You're going to get a company line from most other organizations, everything, but I'm here to help you out, okay? To help you develop your portfolio. So that's the first thing that TIE does. We kind of get in with you, we work with you, we want you to succeed, okay? Kuno mentioned we have 3 types of memberships: charter members, general members, student members. Okay, the charter members are all successful entrepreneurs. They want to give their time to helping out to mentor people, the members. So that's another advantage that you have. You've got access to mentors. You've got access to people who are not wannabes, people who have done it, okay? There's a big difference, okay? So you've got access to people who have done all types of amazing things in the business area and in the charity area, okay? Because entrepreneurship can be for-profit or even not-for-profit, okay? So we get a lot into social entrepreneurship also. So that's the second thing. You've got access to those entrepreneurs. Access to mentors. We've got meetings every month. So that means you can see the mentors every month. Also now you're going to hear speakers because you need to how should I say, increase your knowledge base. You have to get smarter. You have to understand what's happening beyond Tampa Bay, what's happening, state-of-the-art things in mobile computing, in biotech, in IT areas, in manufacturing. You need to get exposure to what are new ideas in those areas. So anyway, at these meetings, we talk about these new ideas. We talk about what's happening locally and in the world for new ideas, and we bring in speakers from all over the world to come in and talk about their expertise. We just had a launch about 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, in fact it was, here, in which we expected to get about 70 people coming to this launch. We got 140 people We've got a lot of people that came in. We've got a lot of people that have signed up. We've got over 100 sign-ups just in the first 3 weeks that we've been around. We're out. We want to beat Atlanta. We want to have 1,000 people signed up in this organization. Again, I'd like to have all of you sign up. I've got a meeting coming up on November 30th. I'd like to invite you all to that meeting. You're going to hear some interesting speakers. You're going to find out what we're going to be doing for 2013. Okay, so we've got a meeting signed up. Let's see. We've got one for the 30th. We've got one for January 8th. That program, Kuno mentioned briefly about creativity, but I'd like to just give my own spin on it. Creativity is kind of a personal thing. Raises the questions, do you have it or do you not have it? Or can it be learned? We have a speaker here who's a world famous speaker about developing your own skills to enhance your own creativity, okay? So you have ideas now. These ideas on a scale from 0 to 10, they might be at a 6 or 7. Well, this workshop is all about taking it from up to a 8, 9, or 10, okay? How you improve your ideas by enhanced creativity, skills, and ideas. So anyway, that's our speaker here on January 8th. We're going to be here at USF. We've got a large auditorium planned. We're going to have probably 300 to 500 people coming to that. I would encourage you to get signed up early for that. Come on November 30th. Let's see, those are the next programs coming up. We've got one for charter members. I know we may have some potential charter members in here. We've got a charter member meeting for November 8th, right? Okay, on November 8th, these are people who are mentors who are paid $1,000, okay? And they want to help people like yourselves. We're going to, at that meeting on the 8th of November, we're going to be inviting in Atlanta chapter. 4 years ago, they were almost bankrupt and out of business, okay? Now they've had a tremendous turnaround, the Atlanta chapter, to where now they've got over 100 charter members, 600 to 700 members. We're inviting that chapter president down to talk to our charter members, to talk about that experience. And then we're going to be having people presenting. At each meeting, we have pitches, presentation pitches on your idea, on your concept. We're going to have 3 or 4 on November 8th for our charter members. We're going to be having at least 3 on November 30th and another 3 on January 8th. If you have an idea or a concept that you'd like to get validation on or feedback on or do market testing on, we've got a platform for you, okay? I'm around to help you out, okay? If you're serious to present, I ask people just to give me a 1 minute or 2 minute YouTube video, which I look at as a first run through, and then I give you some feedback. You know, this feedback, if I'm charging companies, it's going to be a couple $1,000, so you're getting it for free. That's another thing for what that members get. Anyway, I've just tried to give you kind of an overview from my perspective as to what's in it for you, okay? I would suggest, encourage you, take this time, sign up with Pi Tampa. If you sign up with Pi Tampa, you get a chance to squeeze me, and you get a chance to squeeze Kuno, okay? Plus our 20 other charter members. Now, and we're not shy. I mean, you can squeeze as hard as you want. You can go back as often as you want. But it's like a tennis match. You know, you knock a ball here, we'll knock it back to you. You knock it to us, we'll knock it back. But in this process, whatever game we're playing, you're only going to get better, okay? Because again, all this is just about practice as entrepreneurs. You know, I mean, let's face it, starting a business, 9 out of 10 companies fail, okay? He's been at it, what, this is 4 or 5 times. I know this one has hit it big, but you know, he's been at it 4 or 5. I mean, I've had, you know, I fail out of 4 out of 5 things I've done, but you know, 1 or 2 have come out okay. But I mean, it's, you know, like exercise. You know, you go, you do your yoga, you do your workouts, your aerobics, whatever. The same thing. Entrepreneurium is exercise, you know. And so we're like the gym. We're like the workout gym. That's what we are. Utilize us. We have a unique perspective. We're different than any of the other entrepreneurial organizations around. We collaborate and cooperate with all the entrepreneurial organizations around. There is a building system here. However, what we also bring to the game, TIE Tampa, is we do bring money. If you've got a good idea, a really good idea, and we like it or our charter members like it, there's money there to develop the idea. But you're not left alone. You know, we might start you off with $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. You get that. You get started. But you're not alone, okay? You've got someone like Kunal calling you up, asking you how it's going. You've got someone like me maybe talking with you and giving you some very precise suggestions on how you do Twitter marketing, how you do LinkedIn marketing, how you might want to consider Facebook and the business pages on Facebook. So we provide some very specific suggestions in those areas. If you ask me a question and him a question, and we can't answer it, we've got 65 chapters in this organization. We can just go up there to this network and ask them. If you want to do business in France, we have chapters in France. If you want to do business in Hong Kong, we have chapters in Hong Kong. Okay, we have charter members who will answer your questions. If you're interested about manufacturing in China, okay, which you might be, we have charter members who can answer all your questions about manufacturing in China. Anyway, I don't want to belabor this hash, but I mean, let's just say that this is a tremendous opportunity for you. I'd like to congratulate all 7 of you for coming here and listening to our talk, okay? It shows at least that you've got what I call the courage to come in and start to pursue your dream, okay? And you may have a dream and it hasn't been killed yet because, I mean, everything's around us to kill our dreams, as you well know, okay? As I know, as he knows, okay?
So for the startups, an organization like yours would be of interest?
We can work with the big guys too, because the big guys, big companies, medium-sized, large companies, they need intrapreneurs, okay? We do that too. We do intrapreneurs. You're working for a big company and your boss wants you to start a profit center. That's what we're all about. We can help you get a profit center going. You need to develop your profit center. You're working for a company, right?
No.
You don't? You own the company. Okay. You want to grow your company, right? Okay. You come to the right place. We can help you grow your company.
Very good. But yeah, that's
okay, great. Thank you.